Alright, so today I want to talk about foil drive downwinding. It's something that I think more people should be doing. And I don't mean doing 50 kilometers downwind on the foil drive, but instead of going out in the waves on your foil drive or working on your flat water pumping with your foil drive, downwind foil drive is actually a really relatively safe thing to do as long as you do it in the right area. Now, first thing is keep the run short. Don't go too long. Worst case, if you have battery at the end, you can always motor back upwind. So pick a 3 kilometer run, not too windy. Honestly, 10 knots is plenty. You're going to learn more in light conditions than you are strong conditions. And it's actually a really good way to ease your way into downwind foiling. Obviously, the benefit of downwind foiling on foil drive is you're going to get up. That's almost a guaranteed thing with the trigger and the battery and the motor. You're going to get up. Once you're up, don't feel like you've got to pump and ride swells the whole time. For your first session, it could just be e-foiling most of the way downwind. That's totally fine. You're getting the lay of the land. As you do more and more of the runs, you're going to build your confidence. You're going to be able to navigate the bumpy conditions, and you're going to find the little swells in amongst the downwind conditions. So I've got a video that I want to show you, which is over in some coaching I did recently, and just a really short downwind run, 3 kilometers. We motored out to the wind line, went downwind, had a bit of battery at the end, went back upwind, back downwind, and just did downwind on the foil drive. Now, in terms of equipment, I always recommend using a slightly bigger board when you're out in the bumpy conditions, because the swells are going to make it trickier to get up and going. It's not flat water. It's not like waves or it's clean waves that we like to go out in, not like flat water that we learn in. It's bumpy conditions, so you get a bigger, higher volume board is going to be easier. Length is your friend, and around that 19 to 20 wide is a really good width too. Other thing is foil. Pick the right size foil to match the speed of the swells. There's no point going too big, and there's definitely no point going too small. So find just the right size foil. It may take a little bit of trial and error to get that right. Learn your conditions and speak to local riders who are doing the run a lot. Other than that, I'm going to just slowly step you through the video, and let's get into it. All right, downwinded. Yeah. Bumps. Long pier. Out there. So to get started, we started off this pier, really easy entry, nice and safe to get into the water. You can see it's not that windy. Like I said, you don't need that much wind, 10 knots is fine. Getting up and going here, you can see I'm on the foil drive board. Really important that you do move your feet. You want to be moving your feet all the time. When downwinding, you can see, just sort of find those little bumps and find those little swells to sort of utilise and glide as much as you can. You can motor though. There's no shame in motoring, and you have to motor to catch little swells, and you're just trying to position yourself so you see the uphill in front of you. You don't want to be tailgating that bump though. Here's a video showing exactly what it is I'm looking at, what I'm chasing. You can see it's quite smooth here. The wind died off a bit towards the end, but I'm chasing that shadow of the uphill. I want to give it a good gap so that I have speed to get to it, but I don't want to go so fast that I run into it. I'm going to be turning to avoid it, and as I turn, I actually create more speed as I'm utilising the downhill that is behind me. There's a lot of energy out there. You can glide on not much, especially with the right foil. You can see here, a client here, finding that little bump, getting a few pumps, getting that pod out of the water, and just getting those moments to feel what it's like. Again, a lot of me chasing the shadow of the uphill in front of me, turning to avoid running into it, and going side to side when I need to. Another one, the client, finding that little section, gliding nicely, turning to the left to avoid running into the one in front, and getting some good moments there. Notice he's looking in front, he's not looking behind. And we got to the finish, and instead of going straight in, we decided we'd motor upwind a little bit to maximise our time on the water. And then this was the finish, just rocking up a little beach break, going into shore, making sure I turn the remote off to prevent any injuries with the propeller. It's a really important one. I always stress, don't be going in and out through the waves with your controller on, because it is a high risk that you can accidentally cut yourself with those sharp props. But yes, that's a little summary of the best way to utilize a foil drive for downwind. Don't feel like you've failed if you e-foil the whole way. That's totally fine. That's it for now. Thanks for following along, and we'll try to do more of these in the future.